Character is like a tree, and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. Most folks are about as happy as they make their minds up to be. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. Human action can be modified to some extent, but human nature cannot be changed. Love is the chain that lock a child to its parent. Common-looking people are the best in the world. That is the reason the Lord makes so many of them. Upon the subject of education, not presuming to dictate any plan or system respecting it, I can only say that I view it as the most important subject which we, as a people, can be engaged in. I am rather inclined to silence, and whether that be wise or not, it is at least more unusual nowadays to find a man who can hold his tongue than to find one who cannot. I want it said of me, by those who knew me best, that I always plucked a thistle and planted a flower where I thought a flower would grow. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. Adhere to your purpose, and you will soon feel as well as you ever did. On the contrary, if you falter and give up, you will lose the power of keeping any resolution and will regret it all your life. And in the end, it is not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. Every man's happiness is his own responsibility. If I am killed, I can die but once, but to live in constant dread of it is to die over and over again. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. I have been driven many times upon my knees by the overwhelming conviction that I had nowhere else to go. My own wisdom, and that of all about me, seemed insufficient for that day. I would rather be a little nobody than to be an evil somebody. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to success is more important than any other thing. I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me, and I didn't have the heart to let him down. I happened temporarily to occupy this big white house. I am living witness that any one of your children may look to come here as my father's child has. The one victory we can ever call complete will be that one which proclaims that there is not one slave or one drunkard on the face of God's green earth.